Hi everyone, I'm Huub Hildenbrand. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Huub Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we have a short lesson, but on a very important topic, and this is our bowl patterns Darada. Darada, Darada, Darada. So we patterns or melodies, fragments, sequences which move in threes. So in Indian there is this term Tisra Jati, and that means we divide the beat or the basic pulse into three equal parts. And in our Western system we think of that as triplets, or we think, okay, maybe we are in a 6/8 or 12/8 time signature. But I actually like this idea of we just have this pulse, and we can divide the pulse, the basic pulse, into its microbeats, and we can divide it into 2, into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, and without already thinking about how to notate it, because triplets are, in a way, it's a way of notating it, the triplet sign. Very often I find in this Indian music you find very direct and not so scientific, not so intellectual concepts, more direct concepts to the music in a direct way. That's I like with these jatis. We also talked about this. Jatis means actually exactly that we divide the basic pulse into these different divisions. Okay, Darada is also is a bowl pattern, a striking pattern, which is actually not so much used in Western music, in Western teaching. But it's really great if you play like odd meters or odd groupings of microbeats. Then it becomes very handy, this concept of having Darada as 3 and Dara as 2, groups of 2, and then we can just combine any odd number with these two numbers. So 5 is 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, and 7 would be like 2, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 2 or 3, 2, 2, and it's always this concept of having either Dara or Darada or like combinations of that. So for this lesson you have a one page PDF with these Darada patterns or Tisra Jati patterns, and the first is just like one note but played with Darada. So it's like Darada, 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 and you can always give a little accent on the first Da. And when you make a sequence out of that, it's like also with this Darada striking pattern, this accent on the first Da is very natural. It's down with the gravity, you go with the gravity, and you have this accent there. It feels, if you practice that, it feels much more natural than having like dee re 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 dee. Of course, you can go quicker, much quicker with this just alternate picking, dee re dee re dee re dee re dee re dee re, but it's in a slower tempo. It's much more musical to play Dara da Dara da, and you can go also quicker, of course, like. For example, so. Okay, the next is also these sequences. You can think of them as you can group them. The first, what we just played, is actually, it's one note but 3 beats. So we have 3 strikes, but we only have 1 note. The next exercise, or the next sequence is 3 beats, 3 notes. So it's like C, D, E, and we can make a sequence out of that. And after that, it's a version which is going down. Okay, and then we have the next line is actually always the same pattern. You see, like C, D, E, D, E, F, and so on, and vice versa, inverted to go down. C, B, A, G, and so on. But these, you see these ties, and they there you see like 3 possibilities you can actually play and sync this basic form of, I mean, you have C, D, E, D, E, F, and you can start from different notes. And by doing that, you have actually 3 possibilities, 3 different melodies. So starting from the first note would be, of course, what we already had, like C, D, E, D, E, F. But when you start from the second note and you play the second note on the beat, and you have Tisra Jati again, you have, in this case, you have D, E, D, E, F, E. So your pattern goes like, and down. Yeah. And when you start from the third note, you have, or, so it's like, so it's like 3 different melodies you can make out of this same order of notes, starting from different notes. You reach a different melody. Okay, then you have 2 tones or 2 notes with 3 beats. So 1 note obviously should be doubled. And the first pattern is, that's the same we already had in the line above, and the downward version. Actually, it's not the downward version in this case. It's inverted, but all these sequences there, you can also play up and you can also go down. So like C, D, C, you can go to the next sequence up. D, E, D, E, F, E, so, but you can also go down. Same with the next. C, B, C, so, but you can keep the same pattern. And so on. So that's that pattern. The next pattern is also 2 notes, 3 beats. Or when you go up with this pattern. Okay, then there comes some more. And then we have this Tisra Jati is actually not really exactly belonging on this page here. It's just, these are just some phrases or some sequences which are in Tisra Jati, but also using like the double speed in it. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. pattern, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or vice versa. It's always a pentachord, huh? What's happening here? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have vice versa. Alright, and the last thing is also notated here in triplets. It's keep your da-ra-da here. And vice versa. So by keeping da-ra-da-ra, you always, when you use your foot here, you always coordinate your first da, your downstroke, and also here the accent with a foot. Oh, and the accent here is on the second foot, or always like. Down. Sometimes it's a bit tricky with the right hand to keep this da-ra-da and not get confused and just go on in alternate picking. But it's, of course, you have to practice this. Okay, and as I said before, I mean this belongs to the two lessons before about scale sequences. We had like scale sequences, all these 5 pages with the different sequences, and then we have fast movements or zamzama in Indian music, and then this is the third page of these sequences, and it's about Tisra Jati, about da-ra-da, 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 da-ra-da. Okay. So that's it for this group of lessons, and I think you have a lot of stuff here which you really can use when practicing a certain scale. For example, you have a certain song which uses a certain scale. Maybe it's a modal piece. That would be perfect, and then you have also a certain tempo maybe. Although you don't have to play these sequences, of course, in tempo. It can be also played rubato or with different rhythms assigned. But if it's in tempo, you can just practice already towards the tempo the tune is written in, composed in, and then you already have some materials and some different ways how the hand is moving. You look at the scale from different angles, and you get more acquainted with the sound also. So yes. Okay, I hope you like these lessons here on Guitar Academia in general. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and there's also on my website on hupildenbrand.de Guitar Academia. Just go on my website, or you follow the link down in the description below. There's also a button where you can donate for this work here, to support my work on this channel. That it goes on would be really cool. Also, of course, downloading the PDF and always having this 99 cents paid for that is also support. So don't be sometimes frustrated that maybe on some pages there's not so much material, but it costs 99 cents. But there are other pages, actually, like for example the first page, the first lesson here we had on the sequences. There are really 5 pages with a lot of material, and so I wanted to keep the price the same. And sometimes it's really much more than you get, I think, for this small amount. But sometimes it's not so much. But then it's more also supporting my work here. So I hope you understand that and respect that. Okay, so thanks for watching. My name is Huub Hildenbrand.